Hi everyone, welcome again to Bake Your Way Kitchen. On today's video I'm going to show you how to do a quick and simple apple crisp. And this one's slightly different than the original, like the classic version that we all know, but it's still just as delicious. So the first thing you want to do is get a greased 8 or 9 inch, preferably 8 inch square pan, and preheat your oven to 350 Fahrenheit, 180 degrees Celsius. You're going to need to chop about 2 cups, more or less. You can up or down the amount depending on the amount of apples you want in your apple crisp. You can use any kind of apple. You could use a tart or a sweet. I'm using a sweet apple, so if you didn't use a sweet apple, I would mix in with these apples maybe a couple tablespoons of granulated sugar if it's very tart flavor. But if it isn't, you can leave that out. Now to this we are going to add, to these apples, we'll add a little bit of salt. And I'm going to be using some of my chai mix instead of cinnamon. If you would like, you can look on the website for my recipe for my special chai spice mix. And I'm going to add about 1.5 teaspoons for this recipe. As well, we're going to add in some shortening. And this is shortening that's softened, and a touch of honey. It's about a teaspoon, and we're going to mix these all together with a squeeze of lemon juice. So just give the lemon juice a good squeeze. Squeeze about half a lemon, unless it's some lemons don't have much juice. So you might need to use a full one in that case. You might want to get your hands in, because we're going to need to make sure all those ingredients are fully incorporated, which they are now. As you can see, I cubed my apples. That's what you're going to need to do. I didn't take the skins off because in my family we don't really particularly care, and it's just so much of a hassle. And apple crisp, I find it's just such a quick dessert, you shouldn't have to worry about it. So what you do, you pour the mixture at the bottom here. As you can see, really this should be for an 8 inch because it's just like we just have a thin layer. You could add like another cup of apples if you want it even thicker than this. So there we go. Now what I've got here is my crumble mixture, and the recipe is on the website. And all you do is, using a food processor, add all the ingredients and pulse them together. This is what you'll get. I was unable to record because there were a lot of people in my house, but it's very, very super simple. All you do is you take all the ingredients from the website, you pulse the ingredients in a food processor, just until they're crumbly like this, like very crummy. And what we're going to do is we're going to pour this over the top of our mixture. This should be just about right. There we go. Pretty simple. There's some almonds, some oats. It's all good. As you can see, there we go. A very quick and easy dessert. I'm going to put this in the oven and I'll show you what it looks like once it's done.